Good morning, everyone. Today I'll be taking you through some of the key findings of my research into the potential use of offshore IT resources to support our company expansion. Specifically, I'll discuss some options, benefits and risks, key considerations for success, and provide some high-level recommendations. Countries that are typically considered in offshoring include India, China, Singapore, Malaysia, in the Europe, Middle East and Africa region, Ireland, Israel, Belarus, and the Americas, Argentina, Chile and the US. Some of the key benefits I believe we may be able to leverage include the ability to provide 24/7 support to our customers, depending on the time zones in which we choose to operate, potential to obtain cost savings through reduced labour costs, though this saving has reduced as wages have increased in some countries over the last 10 years. Additional cost savings may be achieved through the improvements in bandwidth, infrastructure, government support, education and maturity of IT service provision in some countries such as India and Malaysia. This strategy would also enable us to leverage new technologies and cloud-based services, placing us in a better position to rapidly provision virtual environments and deploy software quickly. There's also potential for round-the-clock development, for example, developing in one time zone, testing and deployment in another, which could further strengthen our move towards agile software development. There are, however, a range of risks we need to consider, such as protection of data, information privacy and intellectual property, political factors such as instability, protectionism. We need to consider the different laws in different countries, which will impact contract negotiation, recruitment processes, privacy and compliance. There may be cultural and language barriers that could impact effective team collaboration, knowledge transfer and our customers' experience. There is a risk that the resources recruited may not have the capability in terms of up-to-date skills nor the capacity in terms of numbers to support our needs. Care would need to be taken to cost-effectively source secure facilities and also to consider areas where there are potential natural disasters such as floods impacting telecommunications. Time zone risk may negatively impact system development lifecycle activities and support if locations aren't chosen carefully, and we need to consider the potential IR risk which may occur given that there may be a local perception that we're just focused on cost savings. Key considerations for success include the following. There needs to be a strong alignment of the offshore resourcing strategy with our strategic plan, particularly if we consider IT one of our core capabilities. We need a comprehensive security plan. In addition, we need to adopt an inclusive approach to working with the offshore team to ensure they feel trusted and part of the team. We'll need to put in effective tools, processes in place to support two-way communication between all teams so that they can operate effectively and everyone can add value. This will extend to knowledge transfer through two-way reports, status updates, secure document repositories and file transfer. It will certainly be advisable that we provide education and training to the offshore teams on our company values, objectives, code of conduct, services, customer service expectations, and any not cultural nuances that may impact frontline service teams. It will be vital that we undertake background checks and engage carefully with the vendor and recruitment agencies, and that they provide us with employee background checks. The attached provides a detailed security plan to protect data, given that information processing will traverse a range of systems, inputs, outputs, teams and business processes. This plan should include technical measures such as access controls, data management through data rights, passwords, encryption and appropriate business processes such as recruitment and administration processes, in addition to independent audits. I'd like to make a number of recommendations before moving forward. Specifically, I think we need to agree our long-term goals for this expansion in alignment with our strategic plan. We need to establish if all or some of the functions are better offshored to meet our company and client needs. We need to determine which countries will best support our offshore resourcing strategy, looking at infrastructure, technologies, resources, political and legal environment, physical security, etc. So it'd be advisable to do a PESEL analysis. It will also be advisable to look at things like the Gartner research. I know they do an annual review of offshore resources and nearshore services each year. It will be important to undertake a risk analysis and cost-benefit analysis prior to any recommendations being made or options being considered. And one further consideration will be the potential impact of new and potentially disruptive technologies on our business, our competitors and our customers. We need to consider how these may actually impact our long-term resourcing strategy and our strategic plan moving forward. Thanks for your time this morning, everyone.